Hello, Attactioneers. Welcome to the Attack Action Podcast, the world's most influential flesh and blood podcast. I'm your host, Taylor Morrow.
And I'm your host, the Calling Honigman.
Oh, and I'm your host, Blake Meyer, in the bottom right.
And I'm Zayne Johnson, down in the bottom left where I belong.
Nice. Not in the corners, though. Let's make that clear. Our babies are not in the corners. And if they were, every four of us is in the corner.
Well, we just have to balance the red mustaches because they can't touch, or else all
be a singularity.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dirty Dancing, Patrick Swayze. Anyway, welcome to the art draft. Okay,
I thought Patrick Judges.
That's a good one. Art draft. So happens every set. The four of us will do a draft of our favorite art. It'll be 5 picks. We're going to do it snake style.
In honor of a Chinese New Year, Year of the Snake.
Mm-hmm. Year of the Snake, honor of the Chinese New Year. If you are a mega fan of the podcast and want to know what's happening in our lives, we're going to do that after the art draft and talk about our experiences getting Xunted at our pre-releases. So stick around for that. Xunted.
Are you ready?
Are you
gentlemen?
ready? Yes.
It's time for
I would like to welcome to the stage the wheelofnames.com wheel featuring
Whoa, this is sick.
our marked counterparts. If you don't know this joke, please go watch our spoiler video from last episode. And here we go. We've got Mark Harmon, Karl Marx, Mark Twain, and Mark the Rock Ruffalo. Let's do it.
That got me.
Let's go.
Come
Let's
on,
go, Mark
please,
Twain.
first pick. Come on. Karl Marx.
Oh,
No!
tremendous.
I'm
Let's
fucked.
go.
I'm
Is this
fucked.
the third time?
Oh.
No. I'm generally second.
Okay. All right.
Oh, shit. Blake, it's all over for us.
All right, we got Mark Twain, so it's Zayne gets the first pick. We'll remove him, and here
Come
we
on.
go. Pick
Come
number
on.
2.
Oh, my God.
The first art draft of 2025.
No!
If I'm last again, I swear to God.
Oh, wait. Is that Colin?
No.
Oh,
it's
no,
Mark
it is.
Harmon.
Mark Harvey.
Blake going
I'm
second.
marked.
He's marked Harmond. Now to here it is, the age-old question:
no.
Mark Ruffalo versus Karl Marx.
Keep going. Keep going.
All right, not last, Colin. You're good.
Mark Ruffalo.
And this is the worst thing that's happened to Taylor in weeks, going last in the art
1
draft.
for 1.
Oh, man.
Last pick.
Oh,
He lost him.
I'm lost, Steven. No. Oh.
No, it still counts. You're still
All right. Karl Marx.
welcome. All right.
Karl
Great
Marx.
job, everybody. Thank you, wheelofnames.com. You're always in our hearts. All right. Now, I must share a different screen. But I have to prepare. Zayne, are you prepared?
Oh, I'm ready. My dog
Luna is not prepared.
She's fired up.
She's art draft. Boom.
I can't believe I'm last. This is crazy.
Bro, it's the way it goes. I think I was last. Was I last time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
so
second, right?
I haven't been in the top 2 since there was only 3 people doing this. I don't know if that's true. If you know for a fact the last time I had a first or second pick, hit us in the comments.
Honestly, if I was Colin, I would have made a video of a different wheel that you did on your own until you got first, and then just play it.
if
the
you
video
were me, I would have coded it myself, and it would always return the same order that I wanted. But it's not. Wheelnames.com. It's fair. The World Tribunal of Games and Gambling Fairness uses it to do stuff.
Tight.
Does it?
And by stuff, let's do an art draft.
Don't fact check me. Not allowed anymore. Let's go. Art draft. Zayne, you got first pick.
All right, we got a lot of pressure with the first pick. You can't miss, but I'm gonna go back to the well with somebody I've taken first overall before. Maybe my favorite artist in the entire game. We're taking the Blood Splattered Vest first overall.
God damn it! Fuck.
Wow.
Let's go.
Dude.
This was begging for an extended art. They gave it to us. Then Jasada posted the full art on his page, and it goes even crazier.
It goes crazy.
The effect is cool and unique, and the art matches perfectly. The flavor is like right on theme for Xunted.
God damn it.
I love it.
Friend of the show, Levi, told me that I needed to get first pick in this draft because you were for sure going to pick this, and I needed to do it to win this art draft. So
Let's
get fucked, the three of us.
It's over. We can wrap it up.
It's over. It's done. Episode completed. 12 minutes in or whatever.
Maybe because it didn't show up on Fabry when I filtered by the Hunted, because it seems like it's not showing up there, but it was not on my list. But good pick. That's a good pick, and I do like this full art. It is good.
I want sleeves of this. Not many cards translate well to sleeves, but this would be really cool for sleeves.
It's a good phone background too. Would be good on the wall. Yeah, it's a banger.
I think the one thing that disappoints me seeing the full art in this is that the difference of the background style to the foreground style is very lost in the card. Like it's there, but you don't see how cool and different it is until you see the full thing. But
yeah,
that's good.
Bad pick. You're right. Should not
bad
be.
Pick. Weak pick.
Weak pick. Mistake.
You wish.
All right. Wow.
Blake.
Sorry I've been so silent during all that, but I was so shell-shocked that my number one thing is gone. I think this time around for my art draft, I want to do some stuff where it's like adding to the lore of the game. I think that's what's kind of missing of does this person on the card feel like they're part of the game or could be in the background, or what is that guy doing? And I think the most art like that where I'm enjoying the art and it's opening up more questions for me lore-wise this time is Take Up the Mantle. And I think it's one of the most striking cards I've seen in a while of stop, pay attention to what's going on here. Is that it's a dude assassin. So far we haven't had a dude assassin because they're all Arachnes and Azuri. So is it dude assassin time next time? And New's a girl too. And it's I think what's cool is Arachne had his masks that you've seen, or Arachne had their masks that you've seen all over the place. Mask everywhere. This is a different kind of mask of just actual people's faces. And I think we're not talking about the card text at all, but it's I think this is a clear assassin card where you the person who has a face of everybody else's face is not a ninja or a warrior or something. It's so assassin-y that I don't even want to. I would hate to know this person in real life. I'm bouncing around, but I'm saying when I saw this art, I was very much what is going on, and it just opens up so much of questions for me, which I like about art.
I just hear this guy saying something silly in this really fucked up scene of skin faces. I don't know.
I really like this art too, but it on a card it has thrown. I'm always first time when I see it, I'm what are these? Is it raining worms or black sludge? What's going on? And they're hooks, and it always takes me a minute to orient to those because they're a different type of texture or something like that. But it's sick. I'm always a big fan.
Good too.
Yeah, I'm always a big fan of cards that are telling a story or evoking storytelling. So I feel like this one does that.
Lore draft. Card draft. Oh my god.
Enrique Lindner. Been putting out bangers lately.
Yeah.
This one's so like unsettling in a cool way.
Yeah. Yeah.
It feels like you're getting junted.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're
It also looks like his face has been removed, and then
yeah,
so to make room for these other faces to fit on better, which is
face
messed
off
up.
situation.
Yeah, it is a face. He took his face
Off.
off. Yeah, and then he hung it on a hook because he had just had a room full of
Face
hook.
off. Yeah.
Face off situation.
Yeah.
All right, good pick. Yeah, pretty good, Blake. If that's your
Guys?
real name.
It's actually Zayne.
Great. Well, this was easy for me because you guys missed it, and I'm going to take it now. And while the spelling of this card is highly unfortunate, the fucking art is sick. Arachne slipped through the cracks, baby. Which cracks? All of them.
The cracks.
The cracks.
The cracks.
This one, it's just so good. I was looking at everything. It's from another world, but I don't know. I think in the whole set, nothing else looks like it. I think it evokes this hero, which gets no explanation, no tying to any lore or why he speaks like a nerd in a wannabe hacker subreddit. But it doesn't matter because there's like there's just like a miasma of laughing faces in a tornado of neon colors and angst, and he's got a sword in his mouth, so it's fucking sick, and that's my first pick.
It is the most dubstep card we have had ever in the history of Flesh and Blood. Like this just
you can hear this card for sure.
like when it shows up, you're just like womp 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 womp, like
Takes you back to spring breakers.
Yeah, this is rough.
It's 2012. Let's go.
No,
Yeah.
I did
It
get
almost-
the braids on the beach.
It almost like comes across like a wizard card, almost like excluding the face and the sword, but like the like bizarre color scheme and like power. It very like Timekeeper's Whim wizard card
Yeah. What's
realness.
the new blue one that just happened too?
Time Warp. Nope.
No, it's a blue Desolation Dubab. It's got the figure crushing like a city.
Mm.
It's a new like blue zap. It's from Rosetta.
It breaks your arsenal.
Destructive Aethertide?
Is that what it is? That maybe is it.
This one,
Yeah.
Yes.
with the giant dude with the staff and he's smashing.
Yeah.
Things. Yeah, this one
Yeah.
is good.
Same color palette.
Wait, is that the same artist as the Slipper Cracks?
No. That would be cool though.
Slip to the
So-
cracks is Dominic Mayer.
He's only done 3 cards, and 2 of them are this set. So he also did the Fabled. And then his only other card is Felling of the
Schism is
Crown,
Also
which
good.
Nice.
was highly picked in Rosetta. So
Yeah. Yeah.
he's got a high batting average right now.
Who won the Rosetta art draft, by the way?
Probably me.
See, I wish listeners look. Okay, we
According
should
to
have set
Chris
this up
and-
top.
According to our Patreon supporter Chris, I won all of them. So
Oh, tight. Okay, great job, undefeated. I definitely won one of them. I can't remember what it was, but
is it the foot one?
no, that strategy I thought was going to win, and it did not.
Wrong crowd.
As the listener, you need to vote in the comments of this YouTube page or on Blue Sky or on our Discord. If you're in there, we need to know who's winning these art drafts. Okay? So just take a second, be like, clear winner here, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Yep. You can just write Colin right now. It's fine. You got it. Look at these colors.
I think Zayne won Mist Veil. I think Blake wins Rosetta, and whatever's maybe I
Great.
won, whatever that was.
It
Heavy
seems like you're
hitters.
just arbitrarily giving everyone else a win except me.
Yeesh.
And then
Colin, how do you
Colin,
feel about that?
you're winning this one.
I win.
Colin,
every
just
time
tell
I
us what we're all
participate
picking,
in.
and then we.
Yeah.
We just said all right. That's
All
it
right.
for me on my first pick. Taylor, you got back-to-back picks. This
Got back-to-back
is an
picks.
important moment for you, and will
Thank you.
define your 2025 Xunted Artcraft
Dude,
draft.
I can't handle that pressure right now in my life, but okay. Yeah,
The
snake
wheel
style.
doesn't lie.
Snake style here. So I get 2 picks. So in the first round with the 4th pick in the Xunted art draft, I am choosing Arachne Web of Deceit, the Marvel. It goes crazy hard. I was very worried this was going to go, but this is so sick. The Arachne Marie Antoinette is also very good, but this one is just crazier and better, I think, in a evoking insanity, and is just kind of more of heroic, I think. It's just so good. It's not normally am I like, all right, I need the young hero, also. This one, Florian is pretty close, but this one I'm like, okay, I got to pick up the young hero Marvel. It's just so good. What a hero Arachne is, or villain. Hero in my mind.
Anti-hero.
Yeah, he
maybe.
killed the Emperor. Yeah, we need less stability in our Emperor right now.
Look, yeah, if that's a hero move, if they are going to kill emperors, we need more Arachnes in our
What
life.
did his dagger say? Deny, defund.
All right. We also got to get Arachne's pronouns correct over here, fellas.
Theirs.
Thank you. Thank you.
Colin was
There's-
talking about a certain other person in the real
Luigi
world. but-
Mangione. Yeah.
Yeah, our boy Luigi. Yeah, totally. Maybe I should write that on a cold foil Mark of the Huntsman.
Mm.
Anyway, that's my 4th pick in the first
It's-
round. Go
That's
ahead.
a good pick.
It's
Thank
maybe
you.
the best young hero art ever.
I don't
Better than Enigma?
Enigma Young Art is.
That's true. They're so different. It's hard to compare. But
That's true.
It really is.
I love
This one-
how detailed the background is on this one.
Yeah. There's a lot going on here that's crazy
Depth.
and cool.
Depth. And
Also, so much hair.
it's also a Swarty.
It is a story. I was checking who
Our boy, a Swarty is my guy, so we got to go with a Swarty. Okay. With the first pick in the second round, the 2025 Xunted art draft, we're getting horny. We're going with Savor Bloodshed.
What?
Okay. Let's do it. Assassin cards normally are very murder centric, and this one we get both. We get murder and sexy time, so it's pretty good. And whoever this character is full of life in this game. They're on 2 cards, and they have made a splash entrance of blood that they're savoring. So there you
A
go.
splentrance, if you will.
Yeah. I also have prepared 0 for this in total chaos fashion. I'm just
Honestly, it feels like you
going with
prepared
it.
1 for this.
It's not my favorite. And her Mickey Mouse hair also isn't my favorite.
Hit his ass, Colin.
No way. I love it. I love it.
But it's cool, I'm glad you like it. I think she's having a good time. You're having a good time. This guy isn't, but maybe just before this moment he was, or thought he
Yeah,
was. So.
totally.
And
This
here's
is
what
like-
she said to her friends earlier. She was like, "Oh, we got to go kill those guys, right?" And they were like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Are you ready to go?" And she's like, "No, I got to put my above my thigh boots on real quick first."
Dude, okay.
Why?
Let's look. Have you seen Arachne? Okay. No butt on that guy, but we didn't talk about that. Or on that person, excuse me.
Wow.
Oh, and there's this
say.
much thighs. You got to say something.
All right. Can we just be positive about her figure? That's all I'm saying. and her clothing choices.
I do think Assassin Warrior is like such a bizarre hybrid class combo. like it's so hard to do art for both. Like this is clearly an assassin card.
It clearly is. It's so sick.
Well, there's a warrior on it. He's just dead.
Yeah, the warrior on the card is dead.
And then like assassin ninja cards, it's like ninjas are assassins. Like
they make more sense.
It's the same word twice. Anyways, all right. Well, you know,
there you go.
Those were definitely 2 picks, Taylor.
Look, it's fine to be sexy, okay, and murderous. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I support women. Okay.
And your implication of that statement is wrong and misleading. But you know what? I don't even need to respond to that because I have a fucking shield on my beard because I'm Bunker Beard. And this is my second pick. I need this. I wish this was an extended art cold foil. I don't know if it does show up that way, but if it does, I'm getting it. I don't know. Dude's just got a shield on his beard. Like, he's got his priorities right. This took too long to grow. I cannot allow you to cut it or burn it with your crazy draconic powers. Let's go, Bunker Beard.
Oh, that one got me.
This is great.
At pre-release, shout out to August, local of mine, was just like, yes, I pulled Bunker Beard. I love this card.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, August. You got your priorities straight too. Yeah, this card's great. I don't know. It's just too funny to me. And I just love like the minimal background, just this epic lighting. This is the Guardian or whatever character we need, you know?
Like dwarf Guardian.
I don't know. He could be 10 feet tall. Who knows?
It just gives me like dwarf from Lord of the Rings vibes in a good way. Like,
absolutely.
You know what's the craziest thing though? Like he cannot turn his head at all in this thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't need it.
Like
it's okay.
Batman.
That's true. That's
Batman
true.
curse. What's funny too, I think, is that somebody gave some sort of art direction for this. You know what I mean? And like, what was that? Like, hey, we need like a headpiece that defends, you know? And like, this is what they came up with? Or was it like, hey, we have this name for a card, Bunker Beard. Could you make art for that? Right?
That's what I was just wondering. Is it, did the name come first or did the art come first? And
or were they like, hey, we need a generic character in armor. And then this is what popped up, you know? I want to know what happened.
I just know Tomas was on one, and I am feeling it.
And eventually, like 2 years from now, they'll be like, Bunker Beard was the first time we thought about defending from Arsenal. And that's why this new Guardian has a hero power where you can defend from Arsenal if you do this. And it'll be like,
if you pay one and put it on the bottom of your deck and then draw a card.
All right, Blake, you're up.
Blake, pick number 2.
Okay, so Zayne got this. His first pick is kind of like there's a couple cards like this. It feels like the art design is kind of like let's do some crazy old Japanese style stuff. So mine in that vein is Art of the Dragon Blood. Mm-hmm. I feel like this is I really like this because most of the time when there's a bunch of red stuff on a card, it's going to be fire in this set. But because we're saying Art of the Dragon Blood, this time it's blood. We got an extended art. Great job. I really like this person that this makes me go like, is this one of Syndra's main like bodyguards, or like is she second in command, or what's going on here, or like a blood hero? I know we're flesh and blood, and there's rune bloods, there's everything like. A blood ninja. It almost feels weird that we don't have a blood talent at this point for how many times people talk about using their blood in different ways. Blood Rush Bellow. And then this is basically like, hey,
Blood
remember
of the Drakai.
Literally Blood of the Drakai. What's Blood of the Drakai?
The Fabled.
Okay, yeah. This is the better Fable.
It's that one.
It's over there.
Hey, remember that Fable you never played? We just put it on a 0 for 4. Great job. Good job, you guys. Great thinking. Oh, by the way, it blocks for 3. Doesn't make any sense. But we're talking about art. This is something that I think this is a general in Syndra's army, and all I want is more. I actually don't want more ninjas in the game, so I don't really care about her name or what she's going to do. But it's cool that she's in the background.
Shout out to Tomas.
Yeah, another Tomas banger. Yeah, this one's great. It was on my long list. Big fan of the kind of, setting of, I don't know, it looks like she's on a paper,
Yeah.
watercolor painting, but, from a different style layered on each other, which is just, it's really good. It's unique art, stands out. It's tight. Good pick.
It matches the border like exactly. Like
Yeah.
he has seen the ninja border. He knows what it looks like, and he's going to match it to a T.
Yep.
Good job.
Very good.
Great
Very
job.
good.
Zayne.
Zayne, here you go. We're on the snake bend.
All right. I can't believe this made it back to me. Honestly,
shut up.
I'm giddy.
Shut up.
I
Shut
was sure that it was going to be gone, and it's not. So I've already put it in my little spreadsheet that I have. We're taking Fealty.
Ooh,
Fealty is, I love when they do a good job with the tokens, and I think that this might be the coolest token they've ever, made. It's so like dramatic compared to tokens, which are often kind of simple. But there's so much detail. This character is so interesting. It's obviously a core mechanic of the set. The Marvel looks great. Yeah, I'm stoked to have Fealty.
Nice. What's fun about art is that it is objective, and y'all are wrong all the time. No, no, I love how excited you were about this, and it's like I didn't even think about Fealty, but that's not a knock on it. It's just it's a different thing, but it's a good art. There's a lot. I feel like this set, there's like so many cards that like this looks like the cover of a book or a movie poster.
Yeah. Totally.
in like a cool, fun way that I really like. I think this set's
go ahead.
good.
I also feel like there's a number of these that were commissioned for the hero art, and they decided to go with a different direction. Like, I think this was Syndra or Fang at some point. And then they were like, well, maybe we'll just make it this dope-ass token. You know what I mean?
That's totally possible.
Or is this the new Emperor?
Ooh, is this actually Dromai as the Emperor?
No, it's not. Stop.
Okay.
Speaking Dromai.
No.
Speak her name.
This one is by Mario Wibisono, which I don't know.
They have definitely done stuff I've been into.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that finally just popped into my head that I'm not too keen on is fealty, and being loyal to the Emperor is synonymous with Draconic. But last time we had a Draconic ninja, it was all about rebellion.
Yeah.
So what is it? Is it Draconic means royalty? Or no, Draconic royalty means this. But it's like, why is fealty... whenever Phi is literally leading the Rising Rebellion against Dromai, is he going to be using fealty tokens and using them for stuff?
He wants fealty unto himself.
He is leading a rebellion, so he's using the others' fealty to accomplish his goals.
He weaponized fealty.
In this essay, I will...
Other cards Mario has done: Persuasive Prognosis, Sacred Art, Desire, Slither, Sigil of Aether, Meridian Pathway.
Okay. So he's on the newer sets.
Heartbeat of Candlehold.
Yeah.
Okay, King.
Yeah.
You know what I
Agenda.
You know what I just noticed about this card?
Ranger.
The people on the right are on horses, and the people on the left are not. And the horses are riding out of a building downstairs, and they're only slightly taller than the people on the left. They're not on horses.
You're right. It's over. Or everybody from Volcor is short.
Damn, Mario,
All
you gonna
the-
take
That's
that?
racist.
All the
Mario
short
and his
kings on the
podcast draft is
horses.
putting you in the ditch.
Short Kings of Valcor rise
This
up.
is why
let's
it's
go.
this is why it's fucked up there. Is they're like, oh, you're short, you have to be a horseman. And they're like, no, I want to be a swordsman. And they're like, well, no, you don't, you're not tall enough to be a swordsman.
I
And
could
this
be
is what
king.
Phi is fighting for. Right? You should be able to be a swordsman if you're short. Right?
Yeah. It was a
Should be able
short
to-
guy that hired Arachne to murk the emperor in the first place.
Exactly. Oh, drop my pen.
Sorry, Zane,
Gone.
for going unhinged on your pick.
No, that's okay. It gives me time to pick what I'm going to do on the snake because there's so many cards that I want.
It's okay. One of us goes
it's hard to
crazy
pick
at the
five.
other one every art draft. I feel like I was shitting on everybody last time anyway, so
That's what we're here for, just to put each other's down.
yes, get more pissed. Okay, second pick, Zane.
Third pick, Zane.
Yeah, with the first
round
pick,
Second in a row.
with the first pick of the third round.
Hmm.
Oh man, it's so hard. All right, I'm gonna go with a bit of a maybe weird one, but high on my list.
Weirder than fealty?
Devotion never dies. We got an MJ Fatesio
Ooh.
Oh, pretty good.
classic.
Yeesh.
Yep, this one was
This-
on my list. Good pick.
It's like very abstract and unusual for Ninja. This is going to be one of those cards that's like very crucial to think about, play around, and the art is like very distinct. You know the card when you see it. And yeah, it's just a very interesting like composition, and like the textures are unusual, and yeah, I'm a big fan.
Question in the background, dog or dragon?
Dragon. Because if you look behind, the neck just keeps on going.
Long neck dog or
Just
dragon?
keeps on going.
From all the stuff that's in the set, I think it's a dog. For sure.
We're just always on dog watch over here in my corner.
Zane, this was on my list. It was definitely my next picks get a little, wishy-washy,
Little Xunted.
a little shunted, but this one, these are the things that stick out. The layering of maybe it's smoke in the background, her hair, the dragon, the armor, the dragon dog, the dog drama, the dog dragon, her sword, and then the fire. Like they're all just variations of the same kind of shape, which just look really cool. It kind of looks like it's carved, like it feels very physical, the texture of it. But yeah, this one's very good. Good pick. I'm
Shout out
sorry
MJ.
I made fun of Fealty. Yeah, shout out to MJ for sure.
Yeah,
More
for
MJ
sure.
art. Let's go.
Yeah. 2 bangers and 2 sets in a row.
And the boxes.
Oh, dude. Xunted
And
box.
just like all the art direction generally.
Yeah, totally. I love it that it's like two-toned. Yeah, that it's like the horses and then the Arachne.
Yeah, it's sick.
So good. That it's maybe my favorite box art. I thought it was Rosetta. Now it is Xunted. Anyway, let's move along here, Blake. Make a pick.
On my third one, I'm going to go PTTEOO, Pursue to the Edge of Oblivion. And what I like about this, it literally is on the box.
Yep.
Once again, it does. I wish maybe this was a little more like Command and Conquer of like a card you're going to see forever. I truly think this card will come and go with the limited set, but this feels like the paintings of the 80s, 1980s. Like my parents had a Southwest Texas version, Midwest version of this painting of people on horses with a thing in the background, and it's like this is the Asian inspired version of this. They're running after Arachne. It's like all the stuff of the lore, the whatever, but like this is the coolest silhouette shadow work you're gonna see in this set. I don't know how in depth we go into our perspection and shadow and lighting or whatever, but I really like everything about this, and I wish it was on a card I'm going to see for the next 5 years instead of some other of these cards.
It's a 0-for-4 that marks and blocks for 3, Blake. You can play it in any deck.
It's pretty good. Reza.
Mark in my Reinar deck. Let's go.
Yeah, Reza. I was like, I've never seen this name, but
Reza
I've seen
Alshar.
it. Yeah, seen it a lot. They've done quite a few bangers. Most notably, maybe one of the eldest cards is Centauri Saber.
Whoa.
Nice.
Another favorite of mine would be all of the widespreads. All 3 of those: Annihilation, Ruin, and Destruction.
And Panic, widespread Panic. Oh no, that was a different one.
And a card art we don't talk about enough. Maybe that was a really good set for art was Bright Lights, and they did Quantum Processor, which is just freaking awesome.
Nice.
So yeah.
I think we did talk enough about Bright Lights for forever, probably.
Okay, we can't let it get by. Also did Kindle, which Kindle goes crazy.
Kindle goes crazy. Say that, Blake, to the 6 boxes sitting right over there.
Yeah. Shout out to the box of Bright Lights that Blake
Hold them up, and I will say it to them.
Well, I'd have to
won
leave
and then
tonight.
threw away
Yeah.
after opening. This is good. It is the background on our little YouTube video right here. It is the
Spoilers.
the art of the whole set, and it's evocative of the set. It's good. Again, looks like a movie or a book cover.
I'll actually find what card I would want this to replace the art for. But maybe that would hurt someone's feelings, so maybe I shouldn't. But
I mean,
All right,
just put on
Colin.
every card.
You're up, bro.
All right, we're halfway through the draft.
Look, I was
How's
talking
everyone?
about how much I like this art. Come on. It's good. But is it as good as this one from one of our newer Japanese artists?
Ooh.
Are the Dragon Claw.
Ooh. Yeah.
Hiro Suda makes another banger. I forget what they did in Misfail, but it was also good.
Stir the pot.
Stir the pot. Yes. Let's go.
Let's go. Question: Dog or
yes.
dragon in the background?
Dude, they're all dragons.
I think it's
Art
dog.
of the
I think
dog.
it's dog, yeah.
It literally says
Art of
dragon.
the dog bark.
Oh, somebody do an altar of that, please.
Yeah, I want to see a cosplay where someone brings their dog and actually that would be good. Some altars, replace all the dragons with dogs. But anyways, just great. Unique style in the set. This set has a lot of art that kind of coming in with its own energy, its own stylistic choices, and this I could see this one painted on like a fancy plate, like a really cool fancy plate that I would serve, to someone I cared about, like my dog.
So you're
I feel
saying
like
it could go on your dog bowl?
Oh.
Yeah.
For me, it reminds me of a comic. It could be a panel in a comic book for sure. Or like if it also feels so crisp, it could be animated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is an animated show I would be watching.
Yeah, this is a still from the opening of an anime. With like, kind of weird 2000s rock music and a woman singing about, the friendship of this dog that turned into a dragon and this guy.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
Well, that's my third pick. Are the Dragon. Colin Claw.
Cool. Great pick. These have been fun. The set has been really tough.
That's good art.
It's good art. It's good. I don't know how it levels up every time. Okay. With the final pick in the second round.
Third round.
Because I got the first pick in the second round. No, wait a second. Is this the third? I guess it is my third pick. So you're right.
It's literally the third.
Yeah. With the final pick in the third round, I'm just getting wild this time. Getting wild. Okay. I feel like
More feet. Let's go.
This is the hipster card of the set for many reasons, and it's Rotten Remains. Okay, so this card is incredible. Not only is it a weird, dope vase or bowl with Rotten Remains in it, but is the first time in maybe 100 years we've seen our boy Cavdane on a card. And that's our boy Cavdane for sure. Got the fake arm, got some remains, Trader of Skins. Shout out to Marco, also Gonzalez, who's just a great artist. I love many of their things. And I know this is on nobody's list. This is a deep cut, and it does great for me because I think it has cool colors because it looks great with that blue strip. And I just love it that freaking Cavdane is making the weirdest cameo in this set. Like, does not belong, from the pits, is on a weird generic that is just has a weird effect. Like, it's just fucking sweet.
He shows up to the party. He's like, look, I made this drink, guys. You want some?
Yeah, totally. It's just pickled. It's fine. It's got electrolytes.
Yeah.
There's a
Popo
hand
Mike,
in
we
it.
need the Rotten Remains cocktail.
God.
Jesus. Papa Mike. Shout out.
Yeah, so IP5 cocktails. So there you go. There's my hipster pick of the draft. I got to do it every time. It's all right. You guys don't have to have anything to say. I know it's weird, but I think it's so sick.
It is Cavdane. I will say that.
Yeah. So
I really like Marco's like distinct style that he's very like committed to, like the hazy, smoky look that all of his cards have, which a lot of them are like Ranger cards, so I'm very fond of those, or shadow cards. But yeah, this one is definitely bizarre, but in a cool way. And who knows, maybe it'll actually see some play.
I tried to pull it off in my pre-release, and I was like, "Oh my god, we're going off!" And it only came in for 3, but it was still kind of cool.
I mean, in some assassin matchups, this could get big.
Get crazy. Banishing daggers. Okay, in the 4th round with the first pick, 2025 Xunted art draft. I'm going with maybe another weird card. I feel like cards that get spoiled early don't make it as well into the art draft because we're so used to it. But we're going with Tarantula Toxin. Okay?
Yeah.
This is straight up nightmares. It's also super cool because you look at it and you're like, okay. But then you look at it and you're like, oh shit, it's upside down. And they're getting Xunted so hard.
It is upside down.
Like their body weight is like cutting in.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's just so scary when you look at it. Like at
Wait,
first.
Colin, can you turn it upside down for us so I don't have to put my laptop upside down?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Let me see.
Oh, that would be
CSS.
That'd be crazy. So yeah, I just think it's a crazy horror perspective, right? It's disorienting. You're upside down. You're getting Xunted. Who is this arachnid tarantula? I think so. The city background adds just a whole other layer of depth. Like, are we in a cave? And this is what the cave like view is, or are we just hanging from a building getting Xunted? I don't know. This is also insane, Colin, what's happening right now.
We're getting Xunted right now.
Yeah, you're Xunting my eyeballs.
That was good.
I'm gonna need to put a warning on this video. Look, I tried to make it happen. I'm sorry.
I thought it happened for a second. And this is Kevin Siddhartha. And I'm not sure what cards they have done. So I will have to take a quick look here on the archive internets. Down and Dirty, Flying Kick, Pulping, High Octane. Wow, OG, Throttle. A lot of mech cards.
Seek and Destroy, baby.
If you just there we go.
Did it.
Yes.
Hey.
Bro, he is shunted.
Oh.
Oh, now I see how shunted they
I did
are.
not realize that. That is sick because I thought it was like fire going off in the background, but
No, it's
he's that guy is toast.
he's toast.
He's toast. Good catch. I did not know. I didn't notice the upside down part. And that is a really good detail.
Yeah.
I wonder if it would be cooler if the card was just upside.
Yeah, that's what I was literally going through.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, actually.
Maybe they were like, "Oh, it wouldn't have done well with the full art," but who cares about that?
Yeah,
I like that it ties in, like the art is so similar to the Arachne Tarantula Demi Hero too. Like those arm blades are like the exact same ones from this.
It's freaky as hell.
Freaky as hell. Okay, Colin, back to you.
Pretty good pick. I was messing around with that so much that I didn't tee up my next pick. So I got to think about it for a second.
All good.
We're gonna go off the how many we got? We got 2 left. Is that what's happening here? 2 more
Two
picks.
left.
Oh,
Yeah,
Taylor
you
only
got
has
this.
one left.
I only have one left.
oof. All right, I'm doing this because literally at our pre-release,
Yeah, there you go.
I was just like, y'all, look at this card. It is crazy looking. It's searing gaze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is really good. It's very visceral. It is just the guy's face very zoomed in, like how my grandfather used to take photos. And there's fire in his eyes. There's fire in the background. He's all veiny and scarred up. There's blood dripping down his face. And it's just, it's a very intense card. I even pulled it out in person because I was just like, dude, this shit is crazy. Blake was there. He can vouch for me. I literally was like, yo, this card is crazy looking. And I just liked it. I think
I was like, they're doing what to gaze?
they're outing them, I think, is what that other card is doing. This is what is it? Matthews Wisniewski. I'm sorry.
It's all right. We're just stupid Americans.
Matthews Wisniewski does lots of good cards. I don't know. This one's cool. I think the scale of it and the framing of it, it just when you look at it on the card, it is just like that dude's face is right up in yours, and I like that. It works really well. So there we go.
It is crazy. Could you imagine your sword hurt somebody more because you looked at them a certain way?
Yeah.
I mean, if someone looked at me like this, it would hurt me.
What I love is their eyebrows are also insane. Like
Dr. Robotnik shit.
dude, it's crazy. It's feathered on both ends.
It's like that dude from Tekken.
Yeah.
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 This is a Tekken cover of we have seen. I think there is another reference to a different fighting game, but I don't know if I'll take that one or not. But this is the Tekken reference, maybe.
Nice.
Tight.
All right, that's my 4th pick. Blake, what you got?
I think I'll do the Super Nintendo cover of your favorite RPG of you're going to go on the high seas, and I'll take Shelter from the Storm.
Yeah.
Because I think it's going to be like, what's a card that, for as much of everything evokes the true spirit of Hunted, it's like, this is clearly like, and now get on this boat because we're going to leave all this shit behind and never talk to these people for another 2 years. And you're like, oh, what's her name? Stacy, the Pirate Queen? And you're like, Stacy, tell me what you need. And she's like, I already got all my other dudes carrying stuff, but
I didn't realize
these
she
are
was
my
so
parrots.
tattooed.
Bro, she is ready to go. And like,
Also, parrots or dogs?
those are dogs. I do think
This is a dog right here. Look, right in the corner.
Oh my
There's a
god!
dog leg.
Yes!
Here.
I do think we do have a lot of one-off people on cards, but then Vipox was Arachne. And I would love for the sets 5 months from now or 9 months from now, have this woman be one of the heroes. Let's just do it. Let's just have. I don't think we've had enough redheads in the last year, so one more
Stacey
redhead
would be great. We need Stacy.
Yeah, if you're an Earth hero, you got to be a redhead. She could be an Earth pirate, 7 seas person.
Earth pirate.
A pistol is not a gun.
I really like all of the. Thank you. I really like all the pirate shit they got going on in this set. I don't know why it's there. Doesn't matter.
There's so much of it for some reason.
And look at all those layers of foreground, background, extreme foreground, extreme background.
Bird, dog.
Yeah. They had to draw everything.
There's a storm on the horizon?
Nope.
Like,
we're sheltered.
it doesn't matter because we're sheltered here on Pirate Island.
And I think because of this,
the Pirate Queen.
I don't know if you guys would say that Warmongers is iconic art, but I think so. So I think this is another one of those like tent poles of the game. Of this is a card that is super strong, so we need super good art because people are going to be playing this card for 5 years.
Yeah,
it's a good card. It's a good pick. Stacy the Pirate Queen, love it.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
Yeah,
it is. It's fun. Yep. All right, Zayne, you're up.
Okay. Wow.
Last 2 picks.
Last 2 picks. I'm going to be done so soon. Okay. So Ninja. I've done Fealty. I've done Ninja. All right. We need an assassin card. I'm going to take Under the Trapdoor.
Ooh.
I always like these kind of
card.
These weird, kind of more abstract assassin cards. It kind of has like the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse aesthetic a little bit, like the glitchy, multicolor, like palette. It's got references the old like Dynasty key art in the background, and then you're just trapping that person in there. So yeah, I debated taking this second over, like with my second pick, and then I was like, let me see if it'll make it back to me. And so yeah, glad
Classic
to have Under the
strategy.
Trapdoor. Yeah.
Question for you all: is the hot lava coming out of a dragon or a dog in the background?
It's actually a bear.
Which is maybe a dog?
I think it's it's either an anteater or an armadillo, maybe.
It's Bowser.
It's just like, because he's like got this weird squat body. This one's good. I like that it evokes the chaos kind of color scheme that we only see on like a couple cards because there are no chaos cards. But it's very good. I opened one of these at my pre-release.
Foil?
And I was like, nice.
Foil?
Nice.
No, not foil. I'm not a... What do you think I'm made of?
Luck?
Good luck.
Good luck fortune cookie shit? No.
Yeah.
I'm just
do.
a man.
With a burning desire to get Zayne's final pick.
Ooh.
All right. I love to dip into the expansion slot. I like that we've avoided it thus far. We've gone fully into the theme of Xunted, but I would be remiss if I don't get a card from the expansion slot. So I'm going to take my favorite card from the expansion slot and my favorite art all in one. Cole.
Yep, knew it.
Oh,
I was spelling it with finger hands over there.
this is your favorite art in the whole set?
No, my favorite art in the expansion slot.
Oh, okay.
Daria Klebnikova.
I love Daria. I love that it's so like it is what it is. It's this like it's a Grim Reaper, skulls everywhere, purple skies. It's the same artist that did Mauvern Skies. It's just like its effect is like kind of what the card looks like, which I always like really love when they like capture the essence of the card. And yeah, this is gonna look real good in a Vincent deck.
Also notably, Mordred Tide, Eclipse,
Whole theme.
Figment of Erudition, Fine
Levels
Center.
of Enlightenment, Moonwish, and Sunkiss. This is an old school day one banger artist, Daria Klebnikova. Good pick, Zayne. This one is good.
And Blizzard. Okay.
It is. I don't know what that card is, but this one is cool. I like that it's very monochromatic. The harvesting of the souls into the swirling oblivion just seems like a good time.
Now that's a good name for a card. Harvesting of souls into the swirling oblivion.
It's just got fucking, what is it? Jenny, the pirate queen.
Stacy, pirate queen.
Stacy, the shadow pirate hero.
I knew one of you Rune boys was gonna pick this, so I left it there for you.
You're right.
Good pick.
I just don't like to pick the expansion cards, you know? It's just me. It's my own
I mean,
personal
isn't
rule.
technically Blood Splattered Vest in the expansion slot because it's a legendary and you can't.
No,
Damn,
it's-
Colin, you got his ass.
All right. So Zayne is just a dirty expansion slot user.
No.
Whoa, no, sorry, no kink shaming. You can get in that expansion slot as much as you want, as long as it's consensual.
Taylor, you got the freaky draft going on.
That's true.
I kind of always do.
That's true.
That's
also,
true.
hanging upside down with his Mickey Mouse lady.
And rotten
Blake,
remains.
Yeah.
your final pick, sir, of the
I think I kind of
2025.
baited y'all into doing this. Of we only had one person take one earlier, and it wasn't even one of the Agents of Chaos. But I was like, if we take an Agent of Chaos early, I think they'll go like crazy. But if I wait as long as possible, I can get one. Some people won't get one. Zayne, you're screwed because now we can each end ours with our favorite Agent of Chaos, and you'll be left out. I think I'll take the Soy May one. Obviously, Arachne Black Widow. Let's roll a one and go after your hands.
Nice.
I think
Love
it's
that.
the one with the most like, what the hell's going on here? She already killed somebody. She's gonna crack their skull because she hates him so much. Is this the girl from Leave No Witness? But it has a different thing. I think this is a whole nother person, and it's just obviously Soyame or Soy May. I always screwed up. Soyame, right?
Soyame, yeah. Soyame.
There's an A in there. She does every hot girl you've seen in the game so far of every single one. So it's like you can't. If we need a girl Agent of Chaos, it's like, okay, Soyame's got it. She's hot.
I mean, Soyame also did Leave No Witnesses, so I would say it is, and this is just her on Laundry Day, you know?
This
Oh
is,
my god.
I mean, I feel like this is a COVID situation where you're like, hey, I think that person's hot. And then they remove their mask and you're like, oh, now I'm less attracted to you. Really only into those eyes and forehead. You know?
No. This 100% is Leave No Witnesses, girl. I feel like Leave No Witnesses was like her origin story, and this is her, like, you know, glow up.
Ooh, I
Back
like
when she
that.
used contract cards, and now she is
Yeah.
smart and uses
Doesn't have to
stealth
think
cards.
about that at all.
Yeah. We have a better mechanic now.
I'm
You're right,
I'm also going to say that whoever Black Widow is also the sister to the guy who's on Pain in the Backside, one of the worst named cards in this set, but is kind of dope art and is also a blonde assassin guy. And they're a brother sister murder team.
Those are the best ones, you know.
Head cannon.
They don't need to communicate out loud because
That's what the skull's for.
the
Bit of Hamilton vibes or Hamlet vibes.
Hamlet vibes, yeah.
Hamlet.
Oh, poor Yorick. Is that Yorick? Is it Yorick? Is that what it's from? Maybe.
Yeah. To be or not to be.
A dead ass dude in a grave. As they say, all right, Blake, good pick. Yeah, we didn't pick any demi heroes, and maybe that's a controversial thing.
That's a word.
But you know what? I'm not gonna follow you down this road. You will not tempt
I
me.
double reverse baited him.
Nice. Wish somebody would double reverse bait me. Hey,
You got to pay extra for that. That's what they say.
become a member of the Patreon.
Oh my god. We're gonna have to get rid of this in the edit, so go ahead and say 10707. But there was a thing where it was, yeah, Kathy Bates, but does she goon?
No, I do have to get it out now.
Leave it in. Leave it in.
Leave it in.
All right,
There's not enough horny podcasts.
dude.
Uh,
Okay, side story for later. Maybe no, I'll do it now.
Do it
I
now.
was hanging with younger cousins, and they kept saying shit, and I kept being like, "Dude, what are you like?" And they sort of would say, called one of them a gooner, and I was just like, "What the fuck, dude?" And he's like, "Oh, I forgot you're not old like my parents. You know what I'm saying?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And don't say it again. But, it was very funny.
How old was that person?
They're like 20 something.
Oh, okay.
But so I'm like in between their parents and them, so they didn't know that I too am on the internet and have seen things. Anyways, here we go. My final pick. This one is a sleeper. I just like it, maybe because it evokes the strength of music, the power of instruments, and the just cool shit, whatever. I don't know. Sound the alarm. Here we go.
Oh, cool. That's a
It's
fun
just
pick.
a dude playing like a big old tuba trumpet made out of rock. It looks like the rocks in the background. Is he a giant or is he just close to the camera? Who's to say? He's playing it so loud that it's literally blurring the air coming out of the trumpet end. Or is it like a wormtail? Or maybe it's is that a dog? Maybe it's a dog.
It could be a dog.
It could be a dog. Yeah, I just like this one a lot. It didn't register for me until I was going through the set, and then I was just like, huh, this is cool. I like it, and I'm gonna take it. Sound the alarm. Thomas Resug. Thomas Resug. Sure.
has he done any other like daggers or anything, like cards that maybe have been spoiled recently?
You know, I am not
fools.
sure, but it could be. Did
Like
anybody
maybe on,
pick
like-
one?
Like maybe on like the Hunter's Clave or
Oh, yes. That one. That old thing. That's
The
an expansion
clave.
slot card, though. The Hunter's Clave. Indeed. Look at that. They feel like the same card, Sound the alarm and Hunter's Clave.
a lot of
especially
similarities.
When they fade in and out like that, it's hard to know which one was which. Good thing
Yeah.
they have names.
Yeah. All right. That was my last pick. The 2025
Nice pick,
Xunted
Colin.
Art Draft. Thank you. I take that. Taylor.
There's a lot of different ways I can go right here. Clearly, there's the Marvels. There's the Fable. We could even pick the Hunter's Clave, right? Which I feel like I can't believe not one of us has picked that in honor of it being our spoiler card and actually being super dope, But maybe that's too on the nose, I have a number, I think, of honorable mentions. I'm trying to stall for time here as I try to figure out, hey, there it is. What I really want to pick, what's going to get me there. And I'm just going with what my heart says. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe not on other people's list, but we're going with anaphylactic shock.
Are you suffering from that, or
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe it wasn't on our list. We told you our list already.
this card is so sick. I'm gonna give it a ding because I'm like, maybe I don't know enough about spider toxins, and maybe some of them give you anaphylactic shock, you know? But it sure does seem like this plague of freaking poisonous spiders are doing something other than anaphylactic shocking everybody. But it's just sick. Like, what a cool scene. You can imagine how the buildup before this comes. Like, everything's on fire. The spider fucking person is just releasing all of the spider doom upon everybody and not having to swing a dagger or a sword, and everybody's just dying to spider bites as everything burns around them, and then they show up and get the jewel or the sword or the whatever the proclamation they're stealing and just walk out, you know? Like, freaking dope as hell. Anaphylactic shock, super dope. And Sebastian, excellent artist. What were you gonna say, Blake?
It means allergies, right? So I just looked it up. Not usually is it anaphylactic shock, but when it is, it's most likely huntsman spiders.
Hey, there we go. Perfect. Now
Someone
the name
did
is
their
way better.
research.
Are those what huntsman spiders look like, though?
No, but ignore that. It's okay.
let's find out. No,
Let's find out.
it's not at all.
Huntsman
But-
spiders are those like
Don't.
big, wide,
Brownie ones.
long brown ones.
Yeah. Pretty
I
dangerous.
like this card much more in the extended art,
Mm-hmm.
mostly because of this dude's hand going.
Oh, I'm dying.
He looks
there's a
like
little
he's
spider
like
on it.
he's doing the thing from Bill and Ted
Oh, yeah.
where they like touch their heart and then exclaim with their other hand, and then there's just a big ass spider on his neck,
Yeah.
and he goes ah. This is basically Arachnophobia, the card,
Yeah.
which is, my grandpa showed me that movie too young.
Oh, yeah. Me
And
too. Scared the
really
shit out of me.
fucked me up.
Fucked me up. I watched it as an adult, and I was like, well, this spider flying around is clearly just on a string and somebody is on some scaffolding. Like, this is not scary at all. With the barn scene, like the climax of the spiders fucking flying around, and it's just like literally a fake spider, just like somebody's going like this above him. So,
That's great.
anaphylactic shock. There we go. That's our whole draft. Colin, have you been working hard to make a final graphic of the whole thing, or did we have to edit out that sentence I just said?
Yep. It's right there. Can you see it? No, I didn't. So shit. I was writing them down, but I didn't make them.
It's all right. It's perfect. Let's, if everybody can remember their stuff, let's just say it all again, top to bottom, if we can remember all of them.
Do you want to pull them up as we say them, or just say them?
You just say them. It's gonna take too much.
Yeah.
All right.
In case anyone doesn't have it written down, I wrote it down for you.
Thank God. Holy shit.
In summary, in review, my Xunted art draft went Blood Splattered Vest, Fealty, Devotion Never Dies, Under the Trapdoor, and Coal.
Tight.
My draft was Take Up the Mantle, then Art of the Dragon, Blood. Then I took someone to the edge of the earth with that card. I followed up
Say
with
the whole name.
what is it called?
Pursuit.
Pursuit.
The Edge of Oblivion. My bad. And if you thought that was bad, take the Shelter from the Storm. And then I grabbed the best Agent of Chaos and the only Agent of Chaos of the draft, the Black Widow.
It is a little insane that we only drafted one of those, but I felt like my Arachne slipped through the cracks. It was kind of too close to the other one I would have picked, so I didn't pick one. But the Bunker Beard will save me because it protects the most important part of my visage, which leads me to help me learn about the art of the dragon, Colin claw his way back into this art draft.
This is too much.
And
too little. Keep going.
Win you over with my searing gaze.
Yes.
Which
Wait, what are
is perhaps
you doing?
too searing because it then caused you to sound the alarm.
Oh my god.
Yes, that was
You're
poetry
good.
in motion.
You did it. You win.
Got a little dicey in the middle.
It's so good.
Speaking of dicey in the middle, what did you draft, Taylor?
Oh, I was dicing it up at the end here with Arachne Web of Deceit, right into Savor the Bloodshed, into Rotten Remains. Then we swiftly got over to Tarantula Toxin, and we ended with Anaphylactic Shock. So that's my...
You're very
gentle
spider
art
heavy
draft.
in yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Web.
Quite a bit. It's like I like one particular hero or something. So much that maybe I would get like a tattoo or something. I don't know. You know?
Yeah, I got one.
What do I know?
That was crazy. I felt like
crazy.
I was looking in the mirror.
I would like to shout out some potentially honorable mentions. So I think there's this really cool dichotomy between hunted or hunter. We see a kind of the generic assassin they use in the set a couple of times about to stab a warrior, generic warrior, or slice, either one. Looks more of like a slicing knife than a stabbing knife. But then if we go over to hunt the hunter, we see that fealty or art of dragon blood has now captured said friggin' assassin and is maybe going to stab them. So kind of a cool kind of dual storytelling on two different cards there that I almost tried to finagle as a singular pick because of that bit of storytelling and the theme of the entire draft game that is happening. But I decided to leave it as honorable mention.
You know what I heard? To bait a spider, you need an enticing fly.
Syndra.
I was like, where did you hear that? Oh, it's on. I got a couple honorable mentions. Speaking of things that look like a crazy movie poster, Dynastic Dedication. This dude's just got like a big head above a group of people fighting or bowing. Yeah, I think they're fighting. Yeah. It's just good. I don't know. There's something like funky and like 70s kind of trashy movie going on here that I do enjoy. And then may have picked this one if Blake hadn't have picked the other pirate card, but Nip at the Heels from our one and only Carlos Cruchaga. It's just very funny. There's a lobster man and he's just pulling this drunk pirate into the ocean with him, and it's stupid and I love it. Pulled one of these as well. It's good. It's actually a pretty good card. And then my last one was Imperial Intent.
Yes.
This
Yas
one,
Queen.
Maybe I should have
almost
picked this one, but
Yeah.
it's so weird.
Good. And
There's something odd and off-putting about it, but I like it. Is it a dog or is it a long hairy dragon? Who's to say?
Who's to say?
We'll never know.
Sure we
Scholars have lost the context.
Yeah, this was on my little bit of list for sure. I thought it was so cool and so unique. There are so many. I feel like all of the Draconic cards were really good. Like not the Draconic Warrior Ninja, the Draconic cards are really good. And I felt like this card could have been just a Draconic card, you know? But anyway, the art is super good. It was hard for me to stay in kind of an Arachne-centric lane for my strategy because the Draconic stuff was super good. There's like a number of these that I really liked and was like, whoa.
Hunt to the Ends of Wraith is like dumb, but I love it.
Hilarious. It's
It's
so
just
funny.
like they're just like
It's
when
the
here we are
signature
together.
game.
Yeah, I really like it though.
And then the Mortal Kombat one is the pits where you fell into the like that. It feels like there's a lot of like
Oh, is that the pursuit
pursuit to the
Pursuit to
pit,
the-
pits of the depth.
depths of this pits of despair? Yeah, this is Mortal Kombat. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Because I like this, but is it? I mean, it's great perspection and all that stuff, but
Exactly, perspection.
I wonder if there is somebody who's really good at video games from the 85s to 05 and see how many references there could be of like exact same poses but with our characters instead. I wonder if that's like an award-winning BlueSky post that someone will make one day.
You guys have any other honorable mentions?
Quick dodge flexors is I can't believe that didn't happen.
Yeah, quick dodge flexors is really good. That didn't get picked. I
It's
think
kind
the
of hard to
ninja-
relate to it because you don't see anybody's face though. Maybe.
Yeah, I think the ninja
Really
cards
get
are strong too. Like
Mm-hmm.
Blood Runs Deep is like a crazy Volcor looking card.
Yeah,
Um,
this guy's sick.
Yeah.
He's so cool. It does bother me a little bit that he clearly has 3 daggers, like visually in frame. And I thought that like that was going to be possible with Syndra, and it's not.
I mean, it kind of is because she throws one and then she gets another one.
She can
back.
like, but like, there's only 2. She's only juggling 2. I wanted there to be more.
No, she's juggling 2 mechanically, but
No. Okay, pull up her young art.
Thematically.
Pull up her young art, Colin.
all right.
Tell me what's
Dang.
going on.
He said, "Push those
Handstand.
buttons on your keyboard, Colin, and let's go."
Tell me what's happening in this card, Colin.
7.
She's got 6 daggers.
I
7,
wanted
8,
to
9,
use
10, 11,
6
12.
daggers.
Okay.
You can.
Well,
Anyway.
She pulls out more daggers.
Okay,
Once
but
per
also
turn instant, right?
also Ignite is sweet. Like it's a bit much, it's a bit heavy-handed, but like it's one of those cards that like feels like what it is again, which and its extended art looks great.
if I was Blake, I would be like, why did she put on her such tall boots? That's stupid.
Her such tall boots. That
Yeah.
is stupid.
And he says it that way because he's from Texas.
Sorry, I don't want to get killed by lingerie ninjas like you guys.
So
Okay,
Don't
one more.
kink shame us.
top 3
One
ways to
last-
die.
Retrace the Past. It was very hard not to take Retrace the Past.
Oh yeah, this one was good.
I'm the only one who took from the expansion slot. My gosh.
The set hit really hard, man.
It did.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was really
Also,
good
look at
card.
the name on this artist. I hadn't even noticed.
Stormy Elia Fongide. I don't know. That's good.
Doing some research. Oh, also did Decimator Great Axe
Nice.
Oh,
And-
my least
and,
favorite card.
and the bad gold. No offense.
I also like this one, Sharpened Senses.
Poor Stormy got owned right there.
I do like that. I almost picked that. My other one I really liked was Perforate.
Perforate's
well.
sick.
Perforate is
so
really
sick.
cool. It's like that's the type of hero I would like to be. Is just like you don't see my face.
Oh, a
I
half
just,
assassin, half warrior.
I just throw daggers into you. I just jumped off of this cliff and just went, and everybody
that-
died.
You can just get yourself these boots, Taylor.
Yeah.
They'll sell them to you.
This person is also like got kind of a witch vibe, and I'm pretty into that. More witches, please.
That hat goes insane.
Yeah. This is
good.
good art.
Yeah.
Which assassin is your favorite?
Yeah, the witch one.
Witch Assassin.
Witch Assassin is going to be my new favorite as soon as they come up with that.
All right. Blake? Any other?
I think I'm good.
You're good. All right.
There is some like great job, you guys. Is it getting better? And people kept saying it's better than ever before. It's like you guys are just into fire stuff. Like I think Rosetta is a little better than this one. Hater Squad approved.
Maybe. I don't know. This one's really good.
Defang the Dragon, yeah. These two. Carlos Cruchaga had some really good ones. It's wild that I don't think we picked any of his stuff in this.
That's what I mean. It's
draft.
because these are early spoilers, and like they don't go sometimes in our drafts because they're early.
I also found it really hard to pick an Agent of Chaos because I feel like they
Same.
all are like they're flat. Like they're all good. Like I like all of them. I didn't really want to like pick one over the other.
Orb
Like, if I
Weaver's
was-
kind of sick though.
If I was gonna pick one, it would probably be Trapdoor, honestly.
Yeah, that was the one I would have picked, and I thought it looked too much like Slip Through the Cracks. So
Mine would be Redback. That's the one I like the best.
Redback's my favorite.
And
like,
and then Trapdoor.
effect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Orb Weaver a lot too. I think she looks like what's her name from Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Needles.
even Marionette. We didn't talk about Marionette very much, but Marionette's also great. Like all the
This-
Arachnes are insane.
Yeah. And the Schism. I really like the Schism of Chaos. And I love it that was like the secret art for a lot of the videos. We're like, what is this thing? Oh, it's the
Yeah.
Fable. It's been
It's
looking
a
at us the whole time.
stupid card though.
It's funny.
I think it's cool.
It should be
Shuffle-
something else.
Shuffle your
What's on-
deck, Kano.
What's on
Shuffle
top
it.
of it? Oh yeah, that is kind of sick. Screw you.
It's a
Yeah.
dog, Blake.
Probably a
God.
dog. Or dragon. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Hard to tell these days. All right. Well, that was it. Our first art draft of 2025.
A banger. Great job, everybody. Let us know in the comments who you think won that draft. We would love to know who won. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the Discord. Hit us up on BlueSky. We're all there. I think I'm at Taylor AAP or something like that.
Yeah.
Action
Notably
Podcast.
not on Twitter anymore. So
Notably,
Blake is
not-
getting rid of that
for a
right
while.
now
Yeah.
because Blake got very drunk on Sundays.
that's not why we're getting rid of it. We're getting rid of it because Elon Musk is a tool.
Twat. Bad person. Speaking of bad
Anyways.
people, we went
Assassins
to
are notably bad people.
we all went to pre-release and had that experience first time with the set. By the time you hear this, it will be release weekend. Congratulations. May your polls be mighty. I pulled no good cards, but had a broken deck. Or not broken. I had a very strong deck, and I won my pre-release on Arachne Web of Deceit. And I think the set is a shit ton of fun. What are your guys' thoughts?
I want to hear Colin talk about playing because he hasn't been playing much recently, and I need to hear him talk about playing in the Flesh and Blood.
Oh,
Thank you. I'm excited to talk about playing. It was fun. I had a great time. I played Fang. I'm a warrior main now. Honestly, it was dope. I didn't. It was really hard because I didn't prep and I didn't really know how to value what would be a good deck or like what I would need to make a good deck for each of the heroes. It's always overwhelming when you're doing this the first time, I think, but that's part of the fun. You just kind of go with it. And then I opened up a foil obsidian fire vein, and then I was like, well, that's it. I had like 11 red attack reactions. I was like, we're going warrior. So it was a lot of fun. The only thing I didn't like was that all of my equipment was Arachne centric, and I saw one Arachne at the very end of the entire thing. And
They still block one. They still block one.
They block one, but get and go again and all that other shit just for free is just so much better than anything else I was doing up to that point. And I had 11 fealty tokens by the end of that game.
That's crazy. My shout out to August again. I was on Arachne, he was on Fang, and he flips over his equipment and he says, I am vengeance. And it was all the vengeance equipment. It was so funny.
That's
I
great.
was like, oh, I'm fucked. And then I beat him.
But yeah, I think I like that there's this whole multiple attack reaction game happening on for different heroes. I feel like usually it's like one class is kind of playing that game, but it was cool to have that. And then on the assassin side, like the trap and defense reaction things happening. And then ninja, it's just like, I feel like I played nothing but Syndra's and they're just like, okay. And then 4 go again and 4 go again and 5. And you're just like, come on, man. Like, these are so good. And I'm like, well, I hit you for 11 with my dagger that started at 1 and it's still not good enough. But it definitely, I thought it was a lot of fun. I think the cards are interesting. The interplay of, I don't know, the different stuff that everyone like kind of had to do to get things going, like the interplay of fealty and the marking and, you know, all this stuff. Like it was interesting to see how the same mechanics felt very different for each of the 3 heroes, which I liked. So yeah, definitely in it. And if Fang is maybe kind of good, I would play a Fang deck, man. It was just kind of fun to be like, here's attack for 1.
Searing Gaze.
Yeah. Or you do that instant that just, makes a fealty token and they blocked a bunch and I get go again and then I attack for 1 again with 3 cards left. And you're just like, what's going to happen? I don't know. It was a good time. Blake won our pre-release.
Hell yeah, Blake. Let's go.
There was only 27 people there. It was not very big at all. So it was pretty crazy. I do want to say a couple things about my time with Limited. I played 2 pre-release and then we did a draft last night somehow. And it does feel like I'm just scamming people. It is the most aggressive thing that's ever happened of like, I am literally, I don't know, it's not like it's some big secret, but if I'm around you, I'm going to take every D-react into my deck and I'm going to take every attack reaction into my deck. And then I'm going to block until I can stack 9 damage of attack reaction on my dagger. And you're going to go, dagger for 1, who cares? And I'm going to go, it's actually dagger for 11. And then you're going to be down 11 health. And you're going to go, what the hell? I'm blown out now. And you go, yep. And it doesn't feel like I really earned it. It feels like I just drew. One time I killed somebody from 12 health because they were like, the dagger's only coming in for 1, right? And I was like, yep. And then it was at instant speed. I'm gonna then danger ditch the other dagger. That's gonna do 1 to you. And now all the buffs are turned on because you're marked. It's gonna give you another damage because you're marked. And now you're dead from 13. And they were like, oh, so it's over? Should we play again? It's like, yeah, great. And I only dropped 1 game, but the person I lost to was on Fang, and they went 3-0. And it was just, they had 2 health, and they used the sigil on turn 0. So it was like, they're technically dead too. But I don't know if there's something not connecting for me. It doesn't feel like I earned it because it feels like such a scam way to win. But if that's how you have to win in this format, I'm doing the right thing. But it doesn't feel like I'm beating people. It feels like I'm putting them in an unwinnable scenario because you're either blocking, you have to block 6 on every dagger for 1, or you're just gonna die. And it's like that some heroes can't do that because Syndra only has access to maybe smoke out a majestic D-react. I guess they all have the yellow and blue generic D-reacts. So maybe not. But like if you're not putting in work in your draft to get 4+ D-reacts, you're gonna lose to both Arachne and Fang unless you are aggroing them down. So like it is something where like the push and pull of this isn't going to be much pull, but in that draft last night I somehow did. I was the only Arachne player out of 8. And that did not work out for any of those gentlemen.
That's
because
crazy.
I had 8 D-Reacts. I had 10 like either dagger buffs or like stains of the red back to put on top of my other stuff. And it was like, whether this is a dagger for 1 or a blue attack for 1, it's going to jump up to probably 7. And I was beating the shit out of people. And it was like, okay. I think the other thing about pre-release, which was kind of funny, I would start somebody else on a different set instead of Hunted, because there's a lot of moving parts of like, are you marked? Are you not marked? Did the dagger hit or not? Because the dagger breaks this way, all of the equipment are not really easily explained even to seasoned players, because I did something wrong with the equipment at least 3 or 4 times, where it's like it can jump from over here, it can jump from the chain to the other chain.
Leapfrog is cool.
Super cool. It's not intuitive for 0, like, hey, come to this pre-release to get some packs, and they're going to be like, I had no idea what was going on the whole time. And I do think somebody needs to explain how Fang is good to a brand new player, or they're not going to get the idea of like, I need to get the 3 fealty as soon as possible, and now I don't need an extra card every turn, and I can kill you based on card advantage. Like, that doesn't seem easy to do unless you know exactly what you're looking for and you build your deck to do that. And it was interesting because it's like I did take, I think, a 10 damage dagger because I had game in hand of my opponents at like 3, and I'm gonna flipped into a hero for Arachne, because the flipping for brood shit is so crazy and limited. Of like, I have a reaction, so you have to block extra, and then they'll be like, oh, I forgot your hero power. That happened at least 3 times, and I'm like, cool, take 5. like I put 1 equipment in front of here of your 2, like this won't go wrong, right? And it's like, I'm gonna instantly mark you, and now this is coming in for 6 more, and you're like, what? And it's like, it's all there plain as day face up, but you can't ever purposely block it. You have to have D-Reacts in your pocket or in your trap door to like, and like that was one time I was close to losing, rolled a 6, immediately blew them out with a 6-card hand of like, there's a D-React in Arsenal, there's a D-React in my trap door, and I have 4 aggro cards. I guess I'll block with the 2 cards that aren't in my hand and still do a normal attack.
Yeah,
and it was
crazy strong. Yeah. I found Arachne was so much more interesting than I thought they were going to be. I was like, oh my God, every hero power is so sick. Arachne, just Web of Deceit hero power is super good. Like, marking is great all the time. Like, that was really fun. I liked it better than Wager, that everybody's like trying to mark. Feels more fun of like a synergistic mechanic for everybody that they're playing with. In my pre-release deck, I had 6 red D-Reacts and like this even more attack reacts, and I had to like cut some of them because I was like, well, I need like attacks to throw, so I have to cut, I think, reacts. And it was just really good to be able to like mark them as a defense reaction, make them lose 1 health, all of those things. I really liked marking on their turn with the defense reaction, and then being like, okay, here's my 4-powered stealth card that is going to get go again when it hits. Like, this is like a thing you have to deal with because you might take 8 damage, or whatever. The only thing I felt like my deck was missing was like a retrieve my dagger card. If I had 2 of those, or could make a graphing calculator without having to be Orb Weaver. Yeah. Then it just would have been absolutely broken. So that was really fun. And I liked the other heroes playing against them. Like, I played against all 3, and it just is cool. It's a cool set. I disagree with you, Blake. We had like a guy who comes pretty sparingly, and he picked up Syndra just fine and played and understood the game. And
How many wins did you get?
I don't know.
Okay.
Winning's hard.
Yeah,
Winning is
winning
hard.
it.
Not for
You can
me,
understand.
baby.
you can-
Zayne, what was your experience?
I had a great time. I
3-0'd on Arachne, right, bro?
I 3-0'd on Fang.
Oh.
I was very light on blues, but I had a nice like zero cost red package. And it was like very much like a turbo to fealty kind of plan, which obviously is kind of the default. But like heavy reacts, a lot of the zero cost ones, which is what you want, and then 2 of the like pledge fealty instants, which are very strong. And yeah, Fang's a lot of fun to play. Like, I mean, Colin said it. There was one of our local players, like, is primarily a brute player. He played Fang at the pre-release, and he was like, "Huh, maybe I'll play Fang." And then he had like a buying list in the Discord like the next day, buying like Fang stuff, which is great. Like, that's what pre-release is about. It's like being surprised by heroes and enjoying like playing with the lower power cards to really get what the hero's about. And I opened which I still have no clue the context of how rare it is, but an EA foil provoke, which is pretty cool.
Type.
Which I can't play with because it's
in our
in the
secret
expansion slot.
Anna Valentine's thing. When you get me, you could just send that right over.
I pulled the mask of deceit.
No way.
What?
Nice.
How did you not say that to us 10 minutes ago?
Well, it's an expansion slot card, so it doesn't matter.
No, that's part of your experience. That's pretty great.
Rainbow foil. I mean, come on.
I pulled a rainbow foil Arachne's Philipid
Let's go.
3.
Wait, that's actually a 0 gauge foil, isn't it?
That's a 0
So
gauge.
could we tell
What?
0 gauge?
Okay, what the fuck does that mean? Explain to me and the dumb people what that means.
So normally foils have a like sticker kind of thing that happens on them, like a layer. And 0 gauge foils don't have that. So you may notice that it's slightly less aggressively foiled. It's a little bit more spot foiled. I don't know the details on how they do it, but it's a whole different process basically. And the idea is that it won't curl or won't curl as bad because it's not like. That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. You're also in a dry climate. Bring that up here to the humid Pacific Northwest. We'll fucking test this puppy out.
Don't
My
talk to me
cards-
about my climate.
My cards curl pretty bad, and I mean I double sleeve everything and put it in like boulders and stuff, so it doesn't. But
Totally. Mine curl pretty bad. Here's a Findle's Fighting Spirit. This isn't even
Nice.
bad. This is just on the desk. Foil.
My Star Wars cards got all sideways, so I gotta put these in a book so I can sell them. Star Wars is dead, man.
Put them in a book. Put them in a book.
I'm gonna have to buy a book. I don't have any books in my house.
Here's some Test of Might and Test of Agility. These are pretty.
Those are Pringles.
These guys are going.
Yeah,
Throw
it's
those
cool.
into the ocean.
So are all the foils that now, or
no,
Just
not yet. So
Arachne.
you'll see that Arachne says 0 gauge number 1. So they're the first.
Oh.
And then I don't know if they said the gem pack foils are, but like the plan is to like going forward.
I guess is it more expensive to make, so they won't do it on all the cards?
Don't know. Probably.
It's probably harder to do.
Yeah.
Well, probably just because of capitalism, right? It's just like, this one's different. We can charge more, you know?
I got it for
Yeah.
free, bro. With my 6 packs.
8 packs.
Eight packs.
8
You got 6.
packs.
That's fucked up.
I got the right amount of packs.
Tight.
But yeah,
I also-
that's great.
I pulled just because you guys were like, "Oh, you pulled stuff?" Foil, storm shelter from the storm.
Bro,
Damn,
No
what?
way.
Yeah, in foil.
You didn't
Is that
tell
the
us at all.
extended or no? It's just
No,
regular.
just regular foil.
Dude, you're up tremendous. That's worth a lot.
I got
Yeah.
these guys.
Cold foil rose of the ring of roses comes in cold foil. Did you know that? I also got one of those.
Bro, what the heck?
Wait, you
got
got
one
the
of them?
cold foil one?
Yeah, pretty sick.
How many packs did you open?
A few.
75.
Dang. Yeah, you're eating good.
A few.
That's
Nice.
sick. I did trade
Yeah,
for a
that's
foil Take Up the Mantle.
Yeah, I
I
love
opened
that.
2 foil Ninja Majestics and traded them 2 for 1.
I think just got man of the hour August. He opened a Marvel Arachne, and I was like, one of the Agents of Chaos.
Nice.
And I was like, all right.
Who-
Hello.
someone, was it Garrett, who opened up young Marvel Arachne? Blake?
I think so. Oh yeah, the guy with shorts. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
like,
he opened the short, skinny-legged young Arachne Marvel, and
Like-
it looks really silly.
honestly, the only time I was around people, there was 2 Quicksilver Dodger things, cold foils pulled in front of each other, like literally sitting in front of each other, and then like 0 legendaries or anything besides that, or like maybe someone got a blood spatter. It's the same guy that got the blood spatter the next day. It was like, what the hell?
That's crazy.
The guy who got his packs right before me got adult Marvel Fang. And I was just like,
Dang.
Fuck.
Saying you're not playing a warrior, you're too smart to do that.
yeah, I like Fang. And I like Kasai.
You didn't play him though. You play new. Don't worry. You
I
can
j-
like
I just
things,
bought-
but you don't play them.
Be like new.
Also, in the art draft, did you guys? Nobody liked Dragon Scalar Flight Path. Is it because that name is so bad that you couldn't pick that kind of early 2000s grinding? Did you guys ever have those shoes that had that like plastic bit in the middle that you could grind?
Soaps?
Like, yeah, you could fucking grind shit.
No,
No,
because
but I
this
knew
dude at school who I hated got them first, and I was like, nope, they're not cool anymore. Not getting those.
Like the cool guy in elementary school had those, and I was like, "This is
I-
fucking sweet tech."
I can't
dude.
like this because it's just like Fred Flintstoning down a dragon tail. Like, what is going on?
yeah,
here?
I don't love it.
It's
Also-
so funny.
There's a
Oh
lot
my
of
God.
bad names this time around too.
Totally. Dragon Scalar Flight Path is definitely the worst named card in the set for sure.
Yeah.
Like who?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just sorry.
I mean,
just had
Pain
to-
in the Backside is not great. And the fact
Ugh.
that Pain in the Backside's like a good card. I mean, I guess
Yeah, a dope
Dragon
ass
Scalar is too.
Majestic.
there's some dumb ones for sure.
Spurlocked.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Got him.
All right. Well, survey says Xunted pretty good.
Xunted is pretty good.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I think it's great. Like I said, I'm just so surprised with how cool Arachne is, and how it's gonna feel in CC is gonna be so fun. I think. And I
loved
was
every time they got to roll, they're like, "Oh, you're marked." So I was like, "Let's do it." Fucking, what
yeah,
is it
it's
gonna
pretty.
be?
It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun, and I was ready to be like, nope, do a hipster take, like not as good as the original, but
You
it's
got
pretty
two
good.
hands, so
it's pretty good. Oh yeah, yeah. This one is blank.
Marionette.
This one is blank.
Marionette would look good over there.
That'd be
the weeb of deceit. Let's go.
might be too. They're not really good tattoo art, though. Is the problem.
What about the schism? Just get the schism on
We
it.
could get the schism, I guess. That'd be less good of a tattoo. Hunter's Clave, though.
Redback. Arachne Redback, maybe.
That's pretty intense, guys. Come on.
Mask of Deceit, maybe. All right.
All right. Mask of
We'll
Deceit is
talk.
too much. Too much. I don't even really like it that much, that art, you know?
Yeah, me neither.
Not on the
Respectfully.
list.
Not on the list. Respectfully. Okay. Should we? This is like 2 hours. Should we get out of here?
Yes.
You guys want to talk about anything else? I like Xunted. I like to Xunt. I don't really
I like to
getting...
Xunt. Eeples and baninis.
Oh,
If we
that
had
should
did
have been our
that-
spoiler video.
Instead of Xunt, Syndra's and Fangs, but then you go Sindries and Fingies. God, it falls
Finingies.
apart immediately. Chondro and Fong. We're getting there.
All right. I'm gonna die.
I like Xunt.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to our Xunted art draft. Don't forget to vote for who won below, and Blake will dance for you if you pick him, or not. He'll just keep dancing.
Just freaking date Blake, okay? Somebody get out there and freaking date this man. His dance moves alone. No, just tell you all you need to know, okay?
Plus, I'm crushing people in flesh and blood. I'm about to
Totally.
get pro soon.
He's 2 scoops of strawberry shortcake, okay? So get over there.
You coming to London? Let's go.
Oh, let's go, Blake.
I actually lost in the first round in the London qualifier that I went to. So.
Oh. Happens.
It'd be too triggering for you to share a room or a flight with me. Okay, I get it.
Florian wins London though.
I mean, I had to beat Chris Aielli twice to qualify for London. My goodness, it was a slog.
And that's our 105th episode.
Oh
Or
no!
fourth?
I've been Mark Harmon.
I've been Mark Harmon. I've been marked. Shout out to the marked card.
Oh yeah, should have picked that in the draft. Cold foil
The marked X.
Xunted. Yeah,
I'm having Haley commission a marked card for me.
Really?
Yep.
Does it have old timey Americana author on it?
It does.
Let's go.
All right, I need to hit her up.
Yeah.
I need one. For
We should all have.
Ooh, okay, we'll do
Before
that.
the end, before we go,
Oh,
thanks for donating to the fires last time. But if you still have money, there's a GoFundMe for Paul Solinsky, who's one of our locals,
Yeah,
and
hook
he's
Paul up.
91% of the way there.
All right, we'll put it in the doobly doo.
The description.
And
Good
that's it.
Great.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. One, two, three.
Xunted.
Junt.
Xunt.
I did not realize that you
It's
wrote
giving junt.
Steelblade Junt.
Fucking serving
Oh.
junt all day.
you stupid junt.